What's going on, guys? It is Brad or DemonAsylum here. I'm bringing you all a new Destiny video. Some of you may have noticed that I did not post anything yesterday. I originally planned to, as of course it is the day of the Taken King release, but I decided I just wanted to have that first day of the DLC being out to really enjoy it with some friends, just get as much done as I could, get a good feel for it, and prepare for the many days and weeks to come where I will be going 110% on content, starting of course with this video today. Now, I did record everything that I did in the DLC when it came out yesterday. I recorded all my gameplay, quests, missions, everything I thought that would be worthy of an upload from here on out. And I know a lot of other YouTubers which have a bunch more reasons than me to go ahead and focus on content rather than just enjoying the game have posted a bunch of videos already. So some of the stuff that I end up posting from here on out maybe other people have covered, or maybe you guys have already seen. If that's the case, I do apologize. I'm just going to try to do what I think is best for me to do and what I think will be beneficial for you guys, informative or whatever is the case. So with all that being said, again, I hope you guys can just understand and bear with me the fact that I did kind of take yesterday off to just enjoy it like the rest of you were able to do. I hope anyway, for those that bought it. And from here on out, it's going to be me focusing on content rather than necessarily enjoying the game. So let's go ahead and get started with this video where I'm going to be going over patch notes that came out the day of the Taken King release. Of course, that was yesterday. These are the final patch notes that came out basically as soon as the DLC was released, or the expansion, whichever you want to refer to it as. And it just says Destiny, the Taken King, the one with Oryx. So these aren't that long here, but there is a decent amount to go over. We'll start with the Taken King. Oryx and his army has arrived, obviously. Meet them on Phobos, a moon of Mars. Requires a Taken King and a minimum character level of 25. General, max character level cap now increased to 40. Requires a Taken King. New Vanguard and Crucible bounties are now available at your local bounty tracker. Year 1 Moments of Triumph are now unlocked in history and cannot be progressed. VIP Founders Fortune rewards will be distributed in the tower. Requires the Taken King. Spark of Light level 25 character boost consumable is available at the Postmaster. Also requires the Taken King. For classes, subclass quests for new subclasses are now available after the completion of the Coming War story mission. Requires the Taken King, and that is the first story mission you do for the Taken King, for anyone that doesn't know. For activities, we have patrols. Patrols now offer rewards once again. Daily Heroics, required level 40, requires the Taken King, and these missions will include selections from Year 1 and Year 2. Vanguard Strike playlist. Weekly Heroic Strike has been replaced by the Vanguard Heroic Strike playlist. There are now 3 Strike playlists. Legacy Strike playlist, available to all players, contains all Year 1 strikes, including the original Dust Palace and Undying Mind strikes that were originally only on PlayStation. Vanguard Strike playlist requires the Taken King, contains all of the new Taken King strikes as well as 3 remixed Year 1 strikes, Dust Palace, Undying Mind, and Cerberus Bay 3, remixed likely in the way that there's Taken there now. Then Vanguard Heroic Strike playlist, again has all the same stuff as what I just said, requires a Taken King, contains all the new Taken King strikes as well as the 3 remixed ones. And then Heroic Strikes earn bonus rewards on weekly completion. Legendary Engram, 1 time per character, plus 10 legendary marks 3 times per account. Playing multiple strikes without returning to orbit increases reward chances. All the Taken King and updated strikes now feature random encounter variation and may contain Taken combatants. For the Nightfall Strike, we have required level 40, requires the Taken King. Wiping in Darkness Zones no longer kicks players to orbit. Resurrection timer is now a 30-second cooldown, must be resurrected by teammates. For Crucible, Year 2 Crucible is now in effect, requires Taken King. Rift Control, Clash, Skirmish, Salvage, Rumble, Elimination are now Year 2 core playlists. When Trials of Osiris is active, Elimination will only be playable via Trials of Osiris playlist. Featured daily and weekly activities are now active. Year 1 core playlists now contain Classic 6v6, Classic 3v3, and Classic Free-for-all playlists. In the tower, we have the Cryptarch. The Cryptarchs will now exchange legendary marks for legendary engrams. Available engrams will be randomly selected by each Cryptarch every Tuesday. Legendary engrams no longer have a chance to produce simple materials. Rare armor engrams have a chance to produce artifacts instead of armor. For Banshee, starting on Arms Day, Wednesday, Banshee 44 will accept orders for new Foundry weapons to characters at Gunsmith rank 1 or higher. Higher ranks will allow placement of more orders per week. For the Speaker, legendary armor has been added to the Speaker's inventory. For Shaxx, PvP quests are now provided to players, required level 5. Shaxx now carries a set of weekly Crucible bounties with Nightfall equivalent rewards for completing all 5 in a week. For our site now carries a set of weekly Crucible weapon bounties for Ronnie 9940. The Vanguard Quartermaster will now exchange old class armor materials for new unified armor materials. For Queen's Wrath, Petra now has new bounties available in the Reef upon completing a new quest. These bounties will also drop a treasure key the first time one is completed each week. For Economy, Vanguard and Crucible marks deprecate and are converted to commendations at a rate of 50 to 1. Legendary loot drop rates have been increased all across activities. Legendary marks are now earnable by completing daily story chapters, weekly heroic strikes, daily PvP activities, weekly PvP activities, and dismantling Year 2 legendary items. Strike rewards now drop from bosses instead of in the PGCR, except for Sepix Prime, who has been known to cleverly fly above water to deny victorious guardians their rightfully earned spoils. Strike's reward tables now include items for all armor and weapon slots, and then just an edit with known issues. Strike Legacy playlists are currently not providing rewards. This is a known issue and will be hotfixed as soon as possible. So there you go, guys. Those are all the release date patch notes for the Taken King. Nothing too crazy, but definitely at least a few things that you likely wouldn't know without actually checking out the patch notes. That's why I always recommend checking out hotfixes, patch notes, and the weekly updates. There's always some extent of good content or informative content in them, which is why I always link them the day they come out on my Facebook page, and a lot of the time do videos for them. As usual, I'll put a link to this article by Bungie in the description below, and if you guys have any questions or concerns regarding these patch notes or even just the expansion in general, don't hesitate to post in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer your question or help you in any way I can. Aside from that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If so, feel free to drop a like on it down below and subscribe for many more Destiny videos to come. Thanks for watching, everyone, and peace out.